If you're in e-commerce, you know the feeling. Trying to keep up with what your competitors are doing with their pricing, it's just total chaos. So today, let's talk about how you can turn that data mess into sharp, automated intelligence that can actually make you money.
Let's just dive right in with a question I know every single e-commerce manager has asked themselves. You've got, say, 100 different products, maybe way more, and your competitors are changing their prices literally every single day. How on earth do you keep up?
You know, the blunt answer is you can't. Not by hand, anyway. It's impossible. And every single price drop you miss, every time a competitor goes out of stock and you don't realize it, that's a direct hit to your bottom line. It's a lost sale, a missed chance to grab a customer.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with automated tracking to get our system up and running. Then we'll get into the fun part, finding real price drops. You know, separating the signal from all the noise. After that, we'll cover how to troubleshoot your data feed so you can scale this thing up. And finally, we'll put it all together by triggering instant alerts, turning data into real-time action.
The solution here is to have your own automated sentinel, a tool that's watching your competitors for you 24/7 and it never ever gets tired or needs a coffee break. This is exactly where a smart competitor price monitor comes into play.
And you know what? Getting started is actually super simple. Step 1, you just give it a list of the competitor product URLs you want to keep an eye on. Step 2, you configure your settings, like how often should it check? Daily, hourly, you decide. And finally, you just schedule it and let it run. The system takes over automatically.
And after each run, you get this, a beautiful, clean set of data. You've got the URL, the price, which is automatically cleaned up into a nice, simple number, and the stock status. But really, the magic is in these last 3 fields. Change detected is a simple yes or no flag telling you if anything happened. Change gives you the exact difference in dollars or percent, and Prev shows you the previous data so you can instantly see what the price used to be.
Okay, so collecting all that raw data is one thing, but honestly, that's only half the battle. The real challenge is finding the meaningful signals in all of that noise, and that brings us to finding real price drops.
I mean, this is a classic data problem, right? Your competitor's price changes by a single cent. Is that a strategic move, or is it just some weird system rounding error? If you get an alert for every tiny little change, you're just going to end up ignoring all of them.
And this is where the idea of named datasets is a total game changer. Just think of them as smart, pre-built filters. Instead of dumping a giant spreadsheet on you that you have to sort through yourself, the tool gives you these specialized outputs that are already focused on the events that actually matter.
And just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the default dataset. It's the whole fire hose of data. Every single check is in there. It's complete, but it's noisy. But on the right, you've got the price drops dataset. This contains only the events where a price actually went down. All that other noise? Gone. It's pure, actionable intelligence.
And there are a few of these powerful feeds ready for you. The price drops feed, obviously, is for spotting sales. The stock changes feed is huge for seeing when a competitor runs out of a popular item or gets it back in stock. And product price history gives you that complete log over time, which is just a goldmine for deeper analysis.
All right, let's talk about a pro tip. Because what happens when you're ready to scale up? You want to go from monitoring just a few products to watching a competitor's entire storefront? You can run into a few common snags.
So you've been there, right? You plug in the URL for a competitor's main store page on Amazon or eBay, you run the monitor, and you get crickets. Nothing. Zero results. It's super frustrating, but it's a really common scenario. So what's going on?
Well, the solution is this amazing feature called Discover Product Links. Instead of just treating that main store page as one single thing to look at, this feature intelligently scans the whole page, finds all the individual product links on it, and then goes and visits each one automatically for you.
So here's the bottom line. With that feature turned off, you get one big, useless result for the whole page. But when you enable it, bam! The system automatically gives you a clean, separate result for every single product listed. That is how you scale your monitoring from a handful of items to hundreds.
Okay, so we've collected the data. We've filtered out all the noise to get real insights. But now for the best part. Now it's time to turn that insight into immediate, automated action. We do this using something called a webhook. And hey, don't let the technical name scare you. The best way to think of a webhook is just as an automated messenger. The second the price monitor detects a change that you care about, it uses that webhook to send an instant message directly to your other systems. And setting this up is way easier than you might think. Step 1. You just paste in the URL where you want the message to go, maybe a Slack channel or your database. Step 2, and this is crucial, you check the box that says Send Only on Change. This makes sure you're not getting spammed, you only get alerts that matter. And that's it. Your systems will now get notified in real time.
So let's make this real. Imagine a message popping up in your Slack that says, hey, the Sony WH-1000 XM5 headphones are finally back in stock on Amazon. Or even better, alert, your main rival on eBay just sold out of their best-selling sneakers. The moment you get that alert, your system can automatically trigger an action like cranking up your ad spend on that exact sneaker model to capture all of their frustrated customers. That is the power of real-time action.
And just like that, you've completely changed the game. You've gone from the chaotic, impossible task of manually checking websites to having a fully automated intelligence system that doesn't just give you reports, it actively goes out and seizes opportunities on your behalf.
So that brings us to the final question, and I'll just leave you with this. Now that you have this kind of automated power at your fingertips, what's the very first competitive move you're going to make?